Hello and welcome to ESC Fan TV, and tonight we're going to be covering Moldova and Estonia.
Estonia. That's a good start, isn't it?
There's 3 shows tonight. This is the first of a triple header, so we're all going to be slightly confused and tired by the end of it. So let's say hello to everybody. Hello, Aline.
Hello, didn't expect it to be so soon.
That's okay.
Glad to be here.
Let's say hello to Nick.
Hello, sorry I couldn't find my button. What a super Saturday it was.
It definitely was. Hello, Paul and Andrew.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, guten Abend.
Hello to Nick.
Hi guys. It was so busy this weekend that I'm actually here to relax.
I'm not. And hello to Brendan.
Hi everyone, good to be back.
That's it. Oh, well, we've missed you, Brendan. Let's get on with it. Shall we have a look who, unfortunately, everybody came second in Moldova?
Princess. There is no space. There's nothing at all when I look at your face. Don't need your DNA, your DNA. La 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 la.
This is revolution. Half of me is cyber, half of me is human.
One look into your eyes, I feel the fever, the fever.
I'll bring out your document fever. Take my fever on the dance floor.
Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away.
So they're the people that came second in Moldova. We had Nicoleta Salva with Bravo, Valeria Pasha with Anti-Princess, Regina Alexandra with Contrascends, Viola Julia Light Up, Oh Well, Not Me,
No time, no space.
No Time, No Space, not got my glasses on, Sasha Letty, DNA, Wine Limit Revolution, Catalina Salomak, Fever, Victor Gulick, Fever, and Lulia Teluka with Runaway. So let's go to Brendan. Did you have any favourites out of the best of the rest?
2 of them were up in my top 3. Was it Oh Well? The 5th song. I thought it was a very decent voice. Different pace to the rest, so it stood out a little bit. Very nice ballad. Very good. Yeah, I said very good voice, very good song. I thought that Jin could have won it, but obviously not. And then the 9th song, Catalina Salomak. Other than her poor vocals, I thought it was a very good song. I thought with a revamp that could be a typical Moldovan standout. Very good beat, catchy. Yeah, that's the others. I'm sure you won't probably have somebody else speak about them because I don't have very much good to say.
Well, thank you very much, Brendan. That was short and sweet. Aline, what did you think of the best of the rest?
I liked a few, like, let me look. The Fever one. Others were okay, like Brendan said, if they had a revamp, could have been better. And with someone, I got like a weird vibe that might aunt was drunk and she was waiting for her big break and finally got the microphone and belled out a song. Out of respect for the artist, I'm not gonna call any names, but I was like, I'm at a family party and my drunk aunt is on stage. So yeah, next one.
Well, thank you very much, Elaine. Nick, was there anybody that came second that you thought deserved to win?
Valeria Pasha, I thought that was really, really catchy. And I thought, I think she was the televote winner, but not the jury winner. But yeah, that was really, really catchy. And I thought the last song, Runaway, that was a good finisher. So I like those.
Oh, is that it, Mick?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, yes. Thank you very much for that, Mick. Let's go to Paul and Andrew. Paul and Andrew, what did you think of the quality of the Best of the Rest from Moldova?
I thought it was pretty good final, really. It was one of the better ones that we've seen. Certainly not as bad as some others, which I won't name. But yeah, they did very well. I particularly loved the first song, actually, Bravo. Very operatic at the beginning. Eurovision, quite cabaret-esque. With really big notes right at the end, but unfortunately she missed it slightly, but it was really, really well done. Also loved the last one, Ish, really sung well. A very well chosen Eurovision type song that goes down well. And Sasha Letty, the DNA song, full of Lars. I like that. 50 Lars per chorus, I counted.
I don't think you know with Lars. I think if anybody panics at Eurovision, you just stick a la in and nobody will notice.
It always works.
I have to say, I also loved Bravo. To me, it was almost like a movie soundtrack. It just seemed to build and build. I think it's almost like the words didn't match the song, but I thought the actual tune of the song was absolutely wonderful. I also really liked dance tracks normally. I thought that Anti-Princess had a real good vibe to it. I thought it had good presentation, had nice simple dance all the fans would do. And I can see that being sort of like a dance track that we were all dancing to at Euro Club and things. And it was very sing-alongable.
Brilliant. That's fantastic. Thank you very much. Let's go to Nick. Nick, what did you think of the quality of the songs that came second in Moldova?
Well, it wasn't disappointing. The quality, especially the effort that was put into the top three and the top four, actually, I thought was excellent. Yeah. For me as well, the Bravo song was something kind of different. I really dug that as well. And Catalina Solomak with Fever, that was a banging track. It's poor vocals. I think maybe she needs maybe this was too soon for her. I think with a little more, practice and with that kind of banger, the next time she could win.
Oh, thank you very much, Nick. Phil, what did you think?
Oh, hang on.
Oh, make us big.
There we go. What did I think? Well, I thought this was a cracking national final. I think in general, there were a lot of solo female singers with backing dancers singing pop songs. Quite a lot of them wearing pink as well. And I think they might have split the vote and done themselves out of coming higher. I like Bravo. That was, it's proper belt about Bravo.
I thought that was a brilliant start to the show. It was a good pick to kick the show off. Did anybody notice Wine Limit? Did you listen to the lyrics? I was in hysterics with this. It was he's half of him is cyber, the other half is human, and he's from the future. So isn't that a film about that? Is he the Terminator?
I thought he really could have done with a band with him on stage, you know, because it's like a rock sort of song, but he was all there by himself. It was obviously some sort of message. I wasn't quite sure what it was. The other thing I noticed was you got Katarina Solomak with fever saying that she needs a fever, and then Victor Gulick has a fever, so maybe they should have got together and sort of sorted each other out, so to speak.
Why? Is that how you get rid of a fever?
Well, not if you want one. That's how you get one.
I thought it was paracetamol. Do you know what? I really enjoyed this national final. I really, really did. I thought they did a cracking job.
The only other thing I was going to say was I thought OL sang a great song, but she looked like those ribbons that hanging from her wrist were getting on my nerves a bit towards the end. So I don't know if that was a good idea or not.
Maybe it wasn't. So let's have a think then of what we saw in Moldova. Shall we go? We'll go thumbs up, thumbs down. Do you think, even though we haven't seen the right song, we'll see it in a minute, do you think anyone from the ones that came second should have won? Oh, okay. Okay. Next question for anybody can answer this. Do you think the amount of female singers with a good dance track and a bit of staging and the dancers, do you think there were too many of them and that's split the votes and therefore they didn't go any further? It's not a thumbs up, it's an answer. You can answer it. Yeah. No, I think...
Sorry, I was just thinking, who was the accordion lady? Regina, that was a bit different, so I think they all did stand out in their own way. So I just think that the winner was in such a different genre to all the rest, that I think that's probably why that stuck out more than all the others.
Yeah, I just wondered if all the dance tracks cancelled each other out, because that can sometimes happen, but you think they were different enough that they didn't affect the vote?
Because it was quite a diverse selection of songs, which I actually quite liked that. But they weren't all, like we used to do, if you can remember, a song for Europe, where you'd have sort of like the same song, then the same song, then the same song, then the same song, and it was like we'd got a style, and that's what we all entered, and who did the best song of that style. I actually loved the fact that there was lots of different songs, so you could sort of like try and see some of the artists from Moldova.
Diverse in style, but perhaps not diverse in terms of men and women. There's only one man in the whole final. But
yeah,
two.
There were two men, yeah, but it was quite female heavy. I'm not adverse to that.
Moldovan women doing
the best songs won.
Should we have a look who won then? Let's see who won, Phil.
Listen your voice inside your heart, right in the middle. I want you to be happy all of your life, my beautiful angel, work of art.
There we have it. There's the winner from Moldova. It's Natalia Barbru. She's 43, born in a place called Balti in Moldova. Sounds tasty. She represented Moldova in 2007 with her song Fight, where she came 10th. So, Nick, she came 10th the last time she entered. Do you think this will do better or worse than that entry?
That's a difficult question. I do not know yet. I do think for me, this song is better than her 2007 entry. I think it's sophisticated, it has style. She's beautiful. I think the whole package is there. And it could be that it slips into the top 10 because it aims at a different demographic than the young poppy techno weird songs that the majority of the selection of this year is. So that for me is a reason that I think, yeah, this could do better. Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for that, Nick. Sorry, I was doing a bit of admin at the same time. Yeah, I think you're not far off with that, to be fair. Paul and Andrew, what did you think of Natalia?
Loved. As soon as I saw it, perhaps within the first chorus, I kind of hoped it would win. Just everything about it is just really shouts out quality. You know, a nice beginning, an orchestral beginning, good melody. Violins, it's got drums, it's got ethnic backbeats with their orchestral backing. It's just really, really nice. I don't know her song from 2007, unfortunately, but
You've given us homework now to look it up.
we need to look that up.
I like to keep you on your toes.
And I think the thing that she's got 5 violins now, obviously Ryback only had 1, so maybe that's a sign she's going to go for get more of the violin people in.
It makes me wonder what they're going to do with the thing at Eurovision, because it's such a big stage. They were on a very small stage, and the women filled it, and it was just really good to watch. How they're going to look on a much bigger stage, I don't know. I think they need to work a bit of choreography or something extra special.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that because I think on the Eurovision stage, do you remember Monica, and she was washing her hands? Was it not Monica?
Constructor.
Yeah, Constructor. Sorry. And she sat and she was washing her hands, and it was just her and somebody else, and that didn't seem like they needed anybody else. I think sometimes at Eurovision with the camera work and stuff, I don't think you need to fill.
Because what I was going to say, sorry to interrupt you, it's almost like what they need to do is make sure that the images go into the people so that the stage looks small and don't show all the edges. So I would disagree with you on that.
Okay.
I like it. We like a disagreement. Me and Phil used to agree on everything until we came on here. Now we don't agree on anything. So that's fine. I thought, do you know what? I loved this. I really, really loved it. I thought when they came on and you saw them at first, it was a bit sort of Robert Palmer. They had the black dresses on. They were all dressed identically. They all had the same hairdo. But it's very striking. It's something very simple. It's very striking. And I think they did hold your attention with how sort of abrupt some of the movements were, and you were watching them. It flowed really well. I loved it.
Yeah, I liked it as well. When they first came on, I thought, cracking, she cloned herself because they all looked exactly the same hair colour, same hairstyle, everything. But it was brilliant. It was, even though they didn't really move about much, it was well choreographed. They were all doing all the movements together, playing the violins. And it was a powerful song, and it's got like a folky element to it, a traditional element. So I think this will really stand out at Eurovision, definitely.
Yeah, it's super, super slick. We like it. We love it already. Let's go to Brendan. I bet you like a load of ladies that are all identical.
No. However, I did love the song. It was a good old Moldovan entry, and that's what we want to see at Eurovision. I thought her voice was brilliant. Like everybody else is saying, it really does draw you in. I thought it was very hypnotic. Very good chorus. The staging obviously was brilliant. Yeah, it feels like they've almost listened to the song Love, Love, Peace, Peace from Sweden in 2016 or whatever it was. They got the drums, they got the violins, they seem to be checking things off the list, but it was still very professional. I loved the ethnic folky backing. It's just high quality. And I think where everybody's going on about the worry about it on a large stage, I think it's got endless possibilities. You can do anything with it. I think Czechia from last year is a perfect example of that from a small stage. It doesn't take much to make it brilliant for the big stage and for especially the camera work, etc.
Yeah, I think you're right. Thank you very much, Brendan. Nick, what do you think of the style of the performance? I think it had enough substance about it and it looked completely different from everything else. What do you think?
Yeah, I think like what a few other people have said, that immediately, the whole look of it really did sort of stand out. My first thought of when I saw them on the stage was the film Black Swan, the ballet. It had that Black Swan look about it, and I thought that was very good. And I just thought, the whole package of, as you said, how they're all similar. And it did work. And at least they all played the violins. We weren't waiting for them, endless with the violins all waiting there. When are they going to start fiddling?
Well,
You have to always wait for somebody to start fiddling, do you?
no, you always need to know when somebody's going to start fiddling. It's always best. Eileen, are you a fan of a fiddler?
I love some violence, yes, but yeah, I think it was good. It also stand out, like everyone else was saying. I'm the same with I think Brandon was saying. Like they take the boxes of love, love, peace, peace. Like they have the violin, they're in black. They have the drums. So who knows? Maybe they score like really high. And also got a little bit the vibe. I don't know if you have seen the videos online on TikTok or on Instagram. Like you have a group of 6 people and one of them is singing and you have to guess who is singing. I was kind of thinking of that also when I was watching the act. I thought that was funny. But yeah, I think it was the best of the evening and it deserved to win. So good with that.
Well, thank you very much, Eileen. I think it's true that cream always rises to the top. Class when you see it, and I think the staging, the performance, the vocals, it just was slightly better than everything else. Does anybody here think that anybody else might have worried her of coming close?
No, go on, Brendan.
Go on, Mick.
Well, I was just thinking, my personal favourite was Valeria Pasha. I thought that was the next one that really stood out, and I think we said earlier about the dance. That really was quite memorable. So even though I wanted her to win, I'm not too upset that Natalia did actually win. But I think Valeria would have been the one to give a run for her money.
What do you think, Brendan?
I agree with Mick there. I believe Valeria was the only one that was going to ever contest with Natalia. It felt to me that Valeria was going to win. I felt it was like an ongoing theme this year. It seems to remind me a little bit. It's not as that far out there, but it's very similar to Ireland. So I felt that it would fit in with a theme and would ultimately help Ireland, I think.
That's a good point. Yeah, that is a good point. Maybe it will. Nick, do you think this is unique enough to stand out from everything else?
Until now, I say yeah. Yes, I think so. Yeah, probably not in every year that has been here so far, but this year definitely. Yeah.
Brilliant. So let's go thumbs up, thumbs down. Is it a quali or not? That's it. It's a definite quali. Look at this. We should have money on it. We've all predicted the future. Do you think this will be in the top 10 in the final? Do you know what? That's not a bad. Yeah, that's not a bad result for Moldova. We're sort of on the edge, and that's it. That's Moldova done and dusted. So we're going to move on to Eesti Laul, Estonia. Shall we take a look at the people that came second?
I'm a bad boy,
So, Nick, was there any of the people that came second that stood out to you?
Yeah, You and the Dragons. I thought that was just simply beautiful. It was very hypnotic. And Ollie is going to be forever the bridesmaid, isn't he, in Estonia? I think he should give it a rest next year and come back bigger and better.
Yeah, I think you're probably right there. I think you can have overkill sometimes, can't you? And you're sick of seeing them. It's just like, just calm down a bit, mate. Have a couple of years off and come back. It'll be fine.
Well, I didn't like the song, but I think it was the opener, and I just thought, oh, there's a theme here of disintegrating underwear. You know, the sort of how it was happening. I was, and I think he'd obviously looked at Spain and thought, right, I can have writing.
Oh, you see, I'm not adverse to a bit of writing on the bottom. You can tell that I clipped that up, can't you? There wasn't much singing in that clip. Oh, Brendan, you're not adverse to a bare bottom, are you?
I am, actually. And it depends who it is. My missus is in the room. I thought it was a very, very good final. Very strong. I think anyone could have won that, apart from the odd one. My favourites, Annette Weikma, the Serotonin. Sean would say, I love it, I love it, I love it. It builds so well, the fantastic voice, enjoyable, and the electronic piano, very memorable. I really thought that would win. Everybody went on about Ollie, however, that was not my favourite at all. Just seemed, it's like another Duncan Lawrence, I think, what we said previously. No thank you. And then, is it Udo Sepp, Sarah Murray? Is that right? Still Love. I really like that duet. They complement each other so well. It reminds me a bit of Ben and Tam, Yes, from Denmark a few years ago. Or was it the one that did not happen because of COVID? That builds really well. Again, just lovely voices. I thought I really like the maybe a bit cheesy love song type thing. So that really works for me.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Brendan. Brendan just reminded me when he was trying to pronounce somebody's name that I didn't even read out who came second. So I might as well do it now then, hadn't I? So we had Brother Apollo with Bad Boy, Carlos Ucareda with Never Growing Up, Everton the Two Dragons, Hold Me Now, Annette Weikma, Serotonin, Ollie My Friend, Daniel Levy, Over the Moon, Udo Sepper and Sarah Murray, Still Love, Peter Poder, Cora Veal, Nelly Liss Veisku, Kate Umbajar. So now we've got that out of the way. Let's go to Nick. What did you think of the people that came second, Nick?
Well, Michelle, if I say to you, sing it like a lullaby, close your little heavy eyes, and I will be by your side. And if you want, hold me like the world's on fire, rest your pretty head on mine. I mean, poetry. Daniel Levy, for me, has sung the most beautiful song of this entire final.
You muted.
Did I mute? What did you hear? Did you hear nothing?
About halfway.
Halfway. Oh my God.
Until the poetry.
I was doing the poetry for Michelle, my love. But
I really liked it, yeah.
Oh, good. Because Daniel Lee, I really like that song, and it's probably because it's a lullaby. And last year, Latvia had sung a similar lullaby, which I also totally loved. Yeah, that was my favorite. Actually, to win the whole thing, I didn't understand why it didn't. But as a good second place for me was Peter Poder. It was in Estonian, in the native language. It has good 80 vibes. It was not that hysteric. It was plain fun. I really dug that as well. Yeah. But overall, it was a really good final. I was pleasantly surprised. Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you, Nick. Let's go to us. I really enjoyed the final. I thought it was fantastic. We've sat through some quite tough.
Tough
watches. Yeah. And this is, I thought last night was brilliant. We heard some really, really good songs, but I totally agree with Nick about Daniel and Over the Moon. I really enjoyed it. I'm not a slow, sort of song person, but it was really cute and it was really nice and it was a beautiful little song. I enjoyed the staging as well, and I know it was all sort of contrived and there was nothing there that you weren't expecting from when you heard the song. But I thought it was just so sweet and it was so lovely.
Well, I believe Victor Crone was one of the writers, so I don't know if anyone else knew that, or I might be making it up, but I'm sure that's what I read. Yeah, it was a nice ballad. I'm not really a ballad lover, but that was okay. It was good. I'm going to say with Brother Apollo, yeah, I think they had to drop the trousers because it wasn't the best song of the night, was it? Bless him. But it was a bit of fun. It was a good opener.
I thought with him playing the piano and he went a bit when he was playing the piano, I thought, oh, that's you don't want to be singing like that when you're playing the piano. And then it was all explained afterwards, and it was like,
But speaking of piano, Ollie, my friend, when I started, I thought, oh, Go Leave Me Well, the piano ballad, and then suddenly it turned into a rock song. I was like, where did that come from? I really enjoyed that. Yeah, I didn't think I'd like it when it started, but yeah, that was good.
I think was it Nelly with Kate Umber. The song was Kate Umber. I don't know if I was having an episode last night, but I thought the vocals were absolutely perfect on it. Not necessarily, I wasn't maybe too keen on the song, but she sang it absolutely beautifully. Oh, but I really think it was such a good final.
There were a couple of country songs as well, wasn't there? Carlos Oqueda was country, and Udo Sepp and Sarah Murray was sort of country as well. It's unusual to get two country songs in a national final.
Yes, well, maybe in Estonia. We don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on. Let's go to Irene. What did you think of the best of the rest?
Oh, I have some thoughts. So the first one, Brother Apollo with Bad Boy. If you're singing I'm a bad boy, I don't think you're a bad boy. So move on, you know. I was like, that doesn't not really match for me. I really liked Carlos with Never Grow Up. That was totally ticking my boxes. I really enjoyed that, even though he wasn't just in a plain shirt. I really liked it. The serotonin one, oh god, that was my personal winner. I just know that I'm gonna repeat that again and again, and that's also what I love about national finals and Eurovision. You get to discover so much of the artist and new artists that you just, I really love that. Ollie also really liked that, and it felt more than a bad boy did. So I was like, maybe they just need to switch those songs. And I think the Kate, I'm not going to pronounce the title. I think it would have done better with better camera work. I think the camera work failed her a little bit at times. So with better work on that area, I think she would have done better.
Well, thank you very much, Aline. Paul and Andrew, I bet there's a few in here that you like.
There is indeed. Can we go first?
My favourites were Ollie and Daniel Levy. I think both of them, and I will say up front, Ollie is not my normal type of song that I would like. It was very My Chemical Romance, very sort of like later Green Day. I thought it was a strong song, and I could see that in Malmö going top 5. Similarly, Daniel Levy, I think that was beautiful, excellent, and I think that could have gone top 5 as well.
Yeah, I agree. Now, after the sort of like the original shot of Bad Boy, it actually settled down into probably the best final that I've seen so far. That Bad Boy song was just. They're not, as Aline says, you're not bad boys if you've got to say it. Underpants, really? Do you really have to get your underpants out? It's all been done.
In nicer underpants as well.
Yeah. Carlos, Never Growing Up, I thought it was a good AOR rock song. Nice voice. Ewart and the Dragons. It's quite anthemic and catchy. I thought it reminded me a bit of Elbow. It would have gone down well at Glastonbury, I thought, as a bigger anthem. Bit of rock schlager from Annette Weikmar. Serotonin had me bopping anyway. Kind of thought a 99 Luftballon feel from that one. Ollie, I loved. Daniel, I welled up when he was singing that. I really thought he might win. Udo Sepp and Sarah Murray, rather. Kind of good common living style of song. Peter Poda was another one of my favourites. Thought it was like a really good 80s electro pop, aha type, with bits of The Weeknd from more recently. And the use of AI in the song was brilliant. I really loved that. And the last song, really loved that too. Brilliant, beautiful voice. Reminded me of Husavik from the Eurovision film, and mixed with a bit of Sanna Nilsson vibe. So absolutely loved nearly all of the songs.
Best The Wind Machine since Corona as well.
Yeah, their tassels caught up in the wind in their mouth with a wind machine. Who was that? I wrote it down somewhere.
Oh, it was the lady in white, wasn't it? Yeah, with the big tassels.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, she had the real small fan blowing half of her hair. And when you looked, it was a tiny fan that was blowing her.
Just a TV company, the TV company should be proud of themselves. I love that guitar off as well in the interval. All kinds of guitar solos. Hard rock, Hallelujah. 80s Coming Back, Euphoria, Waterloo. Te Diem as well. Loads of them.
I think this was the first time we've ever watched the Estonian final, and it blew us away.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Paul and Andrew. To be fair, we've watched a lot of Estonian finals, and you picked a good one to start with. If anybody's watching and they haven't watched it, go back and give it a run through, because it really was worth it. It was absolutely fantastic. So let's have a think. What shall we ask? Shall we go with? Do you think the right song? Well, we're going to talk about the winner in a minute. But we'll go thumbs up, thumbs down. Was your favourite in the ones that came second? Because mine definitely wasn't. No. Oh no, it's Brett. Yeah, I knew we could rely on Brendan. So Nick, your favourite is the winner.
No, I didn't understand the question. Sorry.
Sorry, do you think was your favourite song in the losers?
Yeah. Absolutely. My favourite song was in the losers. Yes.
Okay, that's fair enough. Do you know what? I think we'll go and have a look at what won. So there we have it. That was a treat. It's 5 minutes and bloop. Yeah. So 5 minutes. They're a hip hop group formed in Vasu in 2015, and bloop. That's like words that are nice to say. Bloop. They're a new folk band. And when I say new, it's NU, as in like new metal and stuff like that, not NEW. So they're a new folk duo formed in 2014. The instruments they play are the Hugh and the Tal Harper. So that's all right. Well, I've got a 1 out of 2 is not too bad. So let's go to someone that's really going to be positive and love this, and it's right up their street. The best thing they've ever heard. They've already been to the bookies. They've already put 50 quid on it. It's Paul and Andrew.
For that.
Thank you.
It was Estonia's choice, so we have to respect their wishes. To me, my mum always used to say, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. So I'll leave it to Paul.
Thanks. It's fun, I suppose. Greg?
Well, is that it? I'm disappointed.
I can't say anything. I can't say anything nice. Sorry.
They had two potential winners in Malmö, and they went with that dross that basically had sort of like, it was gimmick upon gimmick. There was no personality. It was sort of like, oh well, we'll get some unusual instruments.
It looked like they were fighting on stage walls.
And then a little dance routine, and it was just, I'm sorry, no.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I have no idea what you're going on about. So let's go to Nick. Nick, you love the winner. I can see it in your eyes.
Yeah, well, you can see a lot of things in my eyes, Michelle, especially after my poem. But no, I think this is respect to the Estonian people, but I think this is the kind of song that is made for Estonia and for the Estonian people, because they really, really seem to dig it. But because it's in the native language and it has probably a deeper humoristic meaning that I, on the surface, don't understand, it flies above my head. How do you say that? You know, it goes above my head. I don't know what's going on there. So, like I said, I think the Estonians are very pleased with this song, but yeah, as they should be. But for me, no, not that much.
Oh, that's okay. At least you were nice about it, Nick. Brendan, I could see you bopping along to this when we were playing the video. What do you think?
That was discussed, not bopping along. Yeah, I haven't got a great. It seems like they're having good fun. Obviously, it's a fan favorite. I'm sure somebody else would use the word cultural orgasm. I wouldn't. It's a bit Looney Tunes. Yeah, I kind of was just hoping it wouldn't win it. It's like they're trying to copy the idea of the fun behind Carrier, that kind of theme, I thought. By far not my winner. I think Estonia made a little bit of a mistake.
Oh, I knew we could rely on you. Aline loves this.
Yeah, I think the vibe of the song is a totally party. Like a lot of my generation people will definitely like this. I had the feeling that they were at the after party and I was still at the reception. Like I was not drunk enough to already be in that vibe. So I need some alcohol with that song, but yeah, it's their choice. And like Nick said, maybe it's because it's in their native language that it flies above our heads. But yeah, it's the kind of songs we see this year at Eurovision. So I don't know if it will actually do really well, because we already have like a few songs where I need to be like really drunk to vote for it. So we'll see how it goes.
Brilliant, thank you, Aline. I've never been sober at Eurovision, just for everyone's, just to let you all know. Let's go to Nick. Now look at Nick's lovely, cute, look at his little happy face. He's thrilled with this, aren't you, Nick?
Oh, absolutely. I even though I didn't want it to win, I knew from as soon when I first heard it that this was the one that needed to be beaten. It's I don't think I'm going to be dancing that dance, not with my weak ankles, but overall it was just it's fun. It reminded me of Zobzy Dub with the Trinaletto. As soon as they hit that beat, I bet you the arena will be bouncing.
Thank you very much, Mick. Come on, Phil. I'm gonna go first.
Go on.
This is the best song ever. You could have this. As soon as we saw this, we thought, "Oh my goodness me, they need to send this." Everyone's going the language. Blah, blah, blah. I have no idea what they're on about, but I want to join in. Well, I do know what they're on about now because Phil looked at the words, and you're going to be thrilled by it. But it was so much fun. You've got the weird instruments. They actually play the instruments. They're in a weird folk, new folk band, and they actually play the instruments. It's a proper Moldovan instrument. They're not pretend. But Phil, what's the meaning of the song?
Well, I just want to say, this is what I love about Estonia. You always get something like this in an Estonian final, and this time we will. The title of the song translates to "We really don't know anything about these drugs," and it appears to be about people having their house raided by the police for drugs and denying all knowledge of any drugs and claiming that they don't do drugs, they just drink soda and cider because they're too poor to actually buy drugs. So yeah, it's all about denying any knowledge of any drugs, and it's just a whole heap of fun, and I thought it was fantastic.
I think it's absolutely brilliant. Chuck us all on, Phil. Let's ask some questions that people are going to disagree with us about. So, thumbs up, thumbs down. Do you think the right song won? Oh, I knew we could rely on Mick. Now that Mick knows it's about drugs, he's all over it. Do you think it will qualify? Okay. Mixed bag there, yeah. If it does qualify, when I work out how to use my VPN, will it worry the top 10? Is it going to be a top 10 song? Oh, okay. Fair enough. But that's it. I think we're done and we're dusted. I think we saved the best song for last.
Certainly the most divisive song.
No, not for us. No, we agree. Yeah, it's fine. So that's the end. So don't forget, we've got 2 more shows tonight. The next one is it's not far off now. It's 10 minutes off at 7 o'clock UK time, 8 o'clock Central European time. And don't forget to ding and dong our bell. Follow us on...
Oh, hang on.
The banner's not on. Follow us on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Mastodon, Instagram. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else. But if there is, we'll have heard of it and we're on it. So just search for us. We'll be there. So it just leaves us to say thank you to our guests. So thank you very much, Mick.
Thank you. I'll try and find some chemical stimulants to get that dance right.
Brilliant, and we'll send the police around your house. Brendan, thank you very much.
Thank you. I'll see you on the next one.
I'll see you in a minute. Aline, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me and see you in the next one.
Paul and Andrew, thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Apologies to Estonia.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's all right. That's all right. I'll deal with the emails. It'll be fine. And thank you very much, Nick.
Well, I'll see you in an hour. I'm going to write some new poetry, but it's not for you.
Oh, I love the poetry.
Is it about not knowing anything about drugs?
I'm a bit hurt now. Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll see you in 10 minutes. Bye.